So I went ahead and I checked the physician's orders, and he is wanting me to do a central dressing change, and also to change the hep lock on the distal line. So that's what I'm going to do. And I checked the MAR and everything's good. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the patient's room. Hi, Mr. Waters. My name's Connie. I'm going to be your nurse today. And I am going to change your central line dressing. And I'm also going to change the hep lock on your distal line, okay?
Okay.
All right, so first of all, I'm going to perform hand hygiene. I am also going to provide for privacy. And I am going to check your name and date of birth. Can you tell me your name and date of birth, please?
Ryan Waters, 8/7/76.
And are you allergic to anything?
No, I'm not.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is a sterile procedure, so I'm going to go ahead and raise your bed above waist height, and I am going to lower your side rail, so just don't go anywhere. And then I am also going to put a mask on you, and I'm going to turn your head to the side. And I ask that you keep your head turned to the side so that we don't introduce any bacteria, because this line is going directly into your heart. I am also going to be wearing a mask, so there we go. And I'm going to put on a pair of sterile gloves, not sterile gloves, clean gloves. All right, let's go ahead and take your dressing off. As I do that, I'm going to be looking and making sure that I don't see any signs of infection. The sutures are in place. There is no redness, and you say, does it feel fine?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that biodisc away. And then what I'm going to do is sanitize my hands again, and then I'm going to go ahead and set up my sterile fill. Keeping an eye on your central line the whole time. Throw that away. Ahead and reach in, and keeping from a distance of 6 inches or higher, drop in my biodisc and toss it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my hep lock ready, and I'm going to keep it all sterile, and I'm going to go, well, in the real world, this would be put in the correct way. And I'm keeping sterility, and I'm going to attach that and prime it. And it's primed. Let's go ahead and set that aside till later. And then what I'm going to do is get my Tegaderm, and I'm going to introduce that into my build. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and get my Clorhexidine swab and put it in also. Oh, bounce out. So I would ask my assistant to go ahead and get me a new one. And that is what my assistant did. And thank you, assistant. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my Clorhexidine and drop it 6 inches above. There we go, that one was good, toss that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reach in and get my gloves. Okay, reach in. what we are going to go ahead and do is I'm going to reach in, get my chlorhexidine. I am going to crack it open, and I'm going to go ahead and soak your site for about 10 seconds, get it nice and wet. And then I'm going to go ahead and working from this insertion site out, I am going to not go back over the insertion site, but I am going to get underneath the lines. There we go. And now I can come back in and I can clean my lines, the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss chlorhexidine, and then I'm going to reach in, I'm going to get my biodisc, and I'm going to put the blue side up by making sure not to touch the skin. I'm going to apply the disc, and then I'm going to get my Tegaderm, and I need to apply the Tegaderm, and my assistant is going to go ahead, oh, never mind, I see my pen, and I'm going to apply my Tegaderm, making sure to cover the sutures, the biodisc, and I'm going to apply it well. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and date and time it. Today is the 30th of November, and initial it, and the time is 13:34. And I'm going to do this. Okay, you're all covered back up, so I'm going to go ahead and take your mask off. Okay. And now I can also take off my gloves. And I'm going to go ahead and change your distal hip lock. Okay. So you need to find your distal line here. Here it is. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the hip lock. And I am going to make sure that it's nice and clamped, which it is. And then I'm going to get the alcohol swab, and I am going to scrub this really good, making sure to get all the yuckies off of it. Okay, I'm going to toss that, and I'm going to get the new hip lock, apply it, and I'm going to unclamp. And I'm going to use the push pause method to clean the line. Push pause, push pause, push pause, push pause, and push, 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 clamp. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and remove it. I am going to swab it with another alcohol swab. Toss that. I am going to get my heparin syringe. I'm going to prime it, and then I'm going to attach it. And I'm just going to put a 1/2 milliliter in. So I'm going to open this, and I am going to push 1/2 mil, measure, and clamp it. And then I'm going to undo my heparin, and I'm going to get a cap, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, go ahead and clean my mess up here. And everything is going to go into the garbage that I don't need. And I am going to go ahead and lower your bed, raise your side rail. Okay, Mr. Waters, if there's anything that you need, go ahead and let me know, okay?
Okay.
Just one moment, and I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my hands. After I lower you. Okay, all lowered. I'm going to sanitize my hands. Okay, and like I said, if there's anything you need, please let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.